I would define depression as feeling like there's no hope, feeling as if no matter who you're with or what you're doing, there's just this sense of being alone, and nothing can fix that. It's just this overwhelming presence that overtakes your mind and doesn't allow you to be yourself, be who you thought you were, or the person that you want to be.
It doesn't seem that there's anything that you think might help will affect what's going on. For me, it takes time, and I just kind of have to separate myself from everybody and just kind of sit still, be quiet, or go to sleep, and it eventually will dissipate.
As far as the depression that I experience and have experienced, currently it is mostly in postpartum depression. That has been almost surprisingly less challenging than what I faced while I was pregnant. I was completely not expecting to have those feelings of depression and anxiety creep up at what's supposed to be a very, very happy time.
A lot of times throughout my life, my adoptive parents would send me to counseling or to see a therapist, and I was actually told on multiple occasions that they could not help me. There was nothing they could do because they did not understand my type of depression. They didn't understand how I felt or why.
My dad came home, and I was sitting on the stairs, and I had a lot of pills in my hand, and I had considered ending my life at that point. I'm terrified of guns, and I'm terrified of knives, and I'm terrified of anything to that nature, but I knew maybe the quickest way to do it was to just take pills.
I think that when I first realized that I possibly could be battling depression, it was via my father's passing. I received the call that he had taken his own life on a Sunday morning. I think that my life at that point forever was changed by that one call. And I always tell people that you are one person before you know somebody that commits suicide, and then there's the person that you are after you get that call that they've committed suicide.
Am I loved? Am I worthy? Why me? Why am I adopted? Why don't I have my biological parents? Did they just not love me enough to take care of me? That was kind of the thoughts that I would have every single day.
If you're not adopted, it's hard to understand, and that's okay. The first thing is that's okay if you don't understand, because we don't understand. So if we don't understand, you probably don't understand either.
My husband, he's a great husband, great father, but he has never dealt with anxiety and depression in a way that has affected him as much as I guess it has me. And when I tell him I'm anxious or I'm just having a rough day, he always wants to know why and what he can do to make it better. And I don't have the answer for him a lot of times because I don't know. We
can't really explain when we're in the midst of it what's going on. It may look like we are mad at you, or we are just inept, or all the above, but that's not really it. We are trying to fight to keep an even keel, and sometimes we don't win that fight.
I can even be with my husband's family and feel like I don't fit in, and here I am married to this man and with all of his family, and I still don't fit in. I'm still alone. Even though by marriage I am his and he is mine, I'm still alone.
And you just grow up and you feel like you don't belong to anything. I'm almost 38 years old and I still don't feel like I belong to anything. And when I say that to people close to me, they're like, well, you have this and you have that and you have all this. And I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I grew up detached and feeling unwanted and given up on. And I found my biological parents and I've been rejected.
somebody tells me to get over it or any other variation of that, and I have heard that, my initial reaction is anger. From their point of view, it's something simple, and it may be something simple, but there's something in our minds, in our brains, for those of us who have depression, that keeps us from seeing that. Anger, I've always had a problem with anger, and so I've learned over time to not let that get the best of me. When someone says, oh, just get over it, it's nothing, it doesn't mean anything, because to us it does mean something, even if you can't see it.
You can't fix me no matter what you say. It's really not going to help. Just silently be there for me, because you don't know and you don't understand what darkness I'm going through. But you can just be there silently.
Just be patient. Be patient, be calm, and just love them. Because at the end of the day, that's what they need. They may not know it. We may not know it at the time. We need people to just show a sense of compassion and calmness, because in our brain, our brain is like a rubber ball band. There's a billion rubber bands that are tied together, and we don't know how to get to the first one.
No matter how not serious you may feel that it is, always be proactive. Take care of yourselves and just don't give up.
Probably what helps me the most is serving others who need help. Every year I go to Guatemala to do some work at a home down there for children, and we do a few other things for some folks down there who really need some help. And when I'm doing that, nothing here really matters to me. It's all about helping someone else. The problems I think that I have here, when I am actually serving, that stuff goes away. I'm just thinking about what can I do to better someone else's life, regardless of whatever is going on in my life.
Mental illness attacks people of all ages, of races, backgrounds. It doesn't matter. If you are depressed, or you have anxiety, or you are just going through something, know that there are people like me and millions of other people that are going through this. And you're not alone. You are not alone. We are here. I'm sure a friend will listen and they'll help you, because remember, at the end of the day, they love you and they care about you.